Question number 30. The rate constant for the reaction at the initial concentration of 2 into 10 power minus 2, that is molar concentration of reactant A, that is you can also take R naught or A naught, no worries, whose value is given 2 into 10 power minus 2 moles per liter, and its rate constant is 4 into 10 power minus 3 moles per liter per minute. Moles per liter per minute. The half-life period of this reaction in seconds. So T half we need to find out, and this reaction comes under which order? Order is not mentioned anywhere, but here it is given a clue. What clue? Moles per liter, 1 by minute, that is 1 by time. So this is nothing but a zero order reaction. It is zero order reaction. For the zero order reaction, we know that is T half is equal to A naught into 2K. This is the formula, direct substitution. Then given A naught value is 2 into 10 power minus 2 upon 2 into K value is also given. K value is 4 into 10 power minus 3. 4 into 10 power minus 3. 2 to get cancelled. Then 1 by 4 into 10 power plus 1. Or it is nothing but 0.25 or 2.5 minute. 2.45 minute time T half. But answer should be in terms of seconds. So T half is equal to 2.5 into 60 seconds. So after calculation, you will get around how much? 150 seconds. 150 seconds is the answer, and the correct option is option B, 150. That is option B is the correct option. Question number 14. Given a reactant A converting into product, it changes to the final time 12.5% from 100%. Starting in the initial state, 100% was taken. Now 100% reduced RT. Now reduced state is 12.5% here one will be there. Now it is reduced to 12.5%. So in order to change from 100% to 12.5%, it takes 1 hour or 60 minutes. So 100 to 12.5%. 100% is not 12.5% reaction change right? 60 minutes there. Then what is T half? T half, how to find out? Yes, I told you 2 methods you can solve, but we will go for the easy, tricky method. So 100% converted into 50. 100% converted into 50%. 50% to 12.5%. 12.5% to 25%. Sorry, it is 25%. 25.5% to 12.5%. 12.5%. 100 into 50, 25 to 25, 12.5. However, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 T half. From here to here 1 T half. Here 2 T half. This is also T half. This is also T half. So total how many T half? There are total 3 T half. But what is the time taken to reduce 100% to 12.5%, 60 minutes. 60 minutes. That means from 100% to 12.5%, 3 T halves are required since it is a first order reaction, first order kinetics. So we are solving in this method. It is applicable only for the first order reactions, first order kinetics. Okay, for first order type of reaction. Total 3 T half is equal to 60 minutes. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ 60 minutes. So ನಾವು T half ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 1 T half, 2 T half, 3 T half. 3 T half is equal to so much. Then T half is equal to 20 minutes. Is that answer? So option for this type option is option A. Option A is the correct option. So option A is the correct option, 20 minutes. Question number 15. If first order reaction takes 40 minutes for 75% completion, then time required for 50% completion is. Now let's solve this. Okay, question number 15. Question number 15. It is applicable for first order reaction. If first order reaction takes 40 minutes for 75% completion. 75% completion. That means 100% in the 50% complete ಆಗಿದೆ. 50% ಇದ್ದು 25%. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು half is 25%. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 50%. This is reduced state. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ 25% ಇರೋದು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? 75% completion ತಾನೆ. Then it is given there 75% completion. ಇದು 0%, ಇದು 50%, ಇದು 75% completion. 75% completion means 25% is left. Reduced. Don't get confused. This is reduced, this is 25% completion. Okay. 75% completion means it is reduced to 25%. Is reduced to 25%. Now, this 25 indicates 75% reaction has completed. Now, what is the time taken to complete from 100% to 75% completion or 25% reduced? ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 40 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. 100% ಇದ್ದು 25% ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ 100% 0% ಇಂದ 75% ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು 40 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ಟಿ ಹಾಫ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟಿ ಹಾಫ್, total ಟಿ ಹಾಫ್ 2 ಟಿ ಹಾಫ್. So total time from 95%, that is 75% completion, takes 40 minutes. In order to convert from 100 to 25, time taken is 2 T half. 1 T half and one more T half, 2 T half. 2 T half is equal to 40 minutes. Then T half is equal to 20 minutes. So correct answer is 20 minutes. That is option 20 minutes. We got option D is the correct option. Option D. Correct. So question number 16. It is just a direct memory based question, reasoning type of question. Which among the following reaction is an example of pseudo first order reaction? Given four options: inversion of cane sugar, decomposition of H2O2, conversion of cyclopropane to propene, decomposition of N2O5. These are the four different options are given, and he is asking for the pseudo first order reaction. So first of all, conversion of cyclopropane to propene is a type of organic reaction, doesn't comes under this category. So first we'll eliminate option C. Then comes inversion of cane sugar, decomposition of H2O2, decomposition of N2O5. Decomposition of H2O2 is an example for zero order reaction. Decomposition of N2O5 is an example for first order reaction. Inversion of cane sugar is the best example for the pseudo first order reaction. Now inversion of cane sugar is an example for pseudo first order reaction where cane sugar is sucrose will get converted into glucose and fructose. Question number 16. We have studied this particular reaction under pseudo first order reaction. C12H22O11. When it combines with water, H2O, in presence of some catalytic conditions with concentrated H2SO4 and in presence of glucose, in presence of yeast invertase, which is an enzyme which can convert this C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. One is glucose, other one is fructose. Glucose and fructose. Okay. Now its concentration. This is the reactant where one of the reactants will be taken in a large excess. Here water is taken in a large excess. One of the reactants will be taken in large excess. Then we can write rate is equal to K into molar concentration of C12H22O11 into molar concentration of H2O. Where molar concentration, this is taken in large excess, there is no change, even very small change in the water, so that its order is considered as zero. Where this is taken in a limited quantity, very small quantity, so its order is considered. So order is 1 plus 0, so first order. Then it looks like second order, but it comes under first order reaction. Why? Because one is taken in large excess, its concentration or amount of water doesn't changes much. So we can take concentration of this has changed. So when there is a change, then you can take the structurability coefficient 1. So this is 1. Why we have taken 0? Because we have taken 0 because of the excess of water present. So we have taken large excess. This type of reaction of order pseudo first order reaction. So option A is the correct option. Option A is correct option. So inversion of cane sugar. Well, question number 70. Which among the following equation represents Arrhenius equations? Four options are given. We have to find out the correct Arrhenius equation. So it is also direct theory based remembering or recalling type of question. Question number 17. In the question number 17, it is given the Arrhenius equation you need to find out. So Arrhenius equation in the NCERT book, it is directly given Arrhenius equation, which is nothing but A into e power minus EA by RT. This is Arrhenius equation where K is rate constant, A is Arrhenius constant, E is exponential, EA is activation energy, R is universal gas constant, T is temperature in Kelvin scale. This equation can also be written as A upon E power, this is minus EA by RT, so it is in the form of simply we can get EA by RT. So I think this option is there in the option C is the correct option. Option C will be the correct option. So 18, question number 18. The activation energy of a chemical reaction can be determined by. How to determine activation energy? So activation energy can be determined by one method, which is evaluating rate constant at two different temperatures. Which again the applications of Arrhenius equation. The correct option is option A only. Changing the concentration of the reactant and evaluating the concentration of the reactant at two different temperatures, evaluating rate constant at standard temperature. No, the correct option is option A, which is evaluating the rate constant at two temperatures by using this formula, that is log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 or T2 minus T1 by T1 into T2. This is the equation where we can evaluate the activation energy at two temperatures, at two rate constants, okay, by using this formula. Question number 19, which will be displayed on your screen. Temperature coefficients of the reaction is 2. Remember 2. When temperatures increase from 30 degree Celsius to 90 degrees Celsius, the rate constant of a reaction is increased by. How many times rate increases? Where the temperature coefficient is 2. We know that every 10 degree rise in the temperature, the rate increasing 2 times. 2 times rate increasing. 2 times rate increases. When initially it was 30 degree, changes to 90 degree. Changes to 90 degrees Celsius. When 30 degree temperature changes to 90 degree, then how many times rate increases? Where temperature coefficient is given 2. That means it's telling like every 10 degree rise in the temperature, the temperature coefficient is 2. Let's find out how many times. Let's see, 30 degree to 40 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius to 90 degrees Celsius. So here 10 degree rise, 10 degree rise, 10 degree rise. Then we need to find out in this way 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So how many 2? 6 2's. That is 2 power 6. Then rate increases to n power 2. Sorry. 2 power n. It is 2 power n. Then we know that the value of n is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a tricky method, shortcut method to solve. Then rate is equal to 2 power 6. Then 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 6, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8 into 8. So total 64 times. So rate increases for 64 times. So that the correct option is option B. Okay, last question, question number 20. For the first order reaction, the plot of log K against 1 by T is a straight line. The slope of the reaction, the slope of the line is equal to, we know that when you study kinetics under first order reaction, the slope is always equal to minus EA by 2.303 R. So the correct option is option D is the correct option. Minus EA by 2.303 R is the slope obtained in the kinetics when you plot graph log K against 1 by T, which is a straight line. It must be always equal to minus EA by 2.303 R slope we will get. Option D is the correct answer.